May mercy, peace, and love be multiplied, party, man. It's your boy Zechariah coming at you real quick one. This one start off by giving our power, man. The Most High sitting in the third heavens, all glory and honor. For giving us a son, another chance to be kings and priests on this earth. Masha Yahushua. To all my brothers out there laboring on the front lines, doing the fight, bringing in the flock. To my elders of Israel, teaching the law, statute, commandments as written. Shalom to y'all. This boy Zechariah coming at you real quick one. There's a lot of things going on. The world's coming to an end, as the Bible predicted, but we gotta stay vigilant and not be deceived, right? So a lot of things in the air is not of the Most High's hemisphere. If you dig what I'm saying, I'm about to elaborate on it with a couple video clips, a couple precepts, and just go through some of the things that basically is happening. So, saints of the Most High, loyalists could get an idea of what it is. Some do, some don't. So, further ado, let me hit y'all with the fair 1976. This is for not monetary purposes at all. This is for just commentary and whatsoever receiving any funds for this video. It's Fair Use Act of 1976. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to start off with a quick precept. Hebrews 4:12. For the Lord, for the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit, it's the mind, and the joints and the marrow, and is a discerner. Remember that word. I'm going to say this word a lot throughout this video. A discerner of thoughts and the intents of the heart. Now, what's happening on this planet right here is that as we come down to the end, there's a grab for power. So what you're seeing is now all of a sudden things are popping up. Or we don't know what it is, or we don't know this, or we don't know that. In a constant state of uncertainty and fear, because we all know 2 years ago what they brought out that brought a lot of fear and uncertainty, and that's caused control. All right, so I'm gonna play a video clip. Some people seen this before, and then I'm gonna elaborate on it. I'm gonna show you another video clip. All right, take a look at this one. This is basically someone working for the intel government officials saying that, well, we don't know what this thing is. All right.
On that at all?
Ma'am, I'm not qualified, certainly as a scientist or otherwise, to speculate points of origin. I looked at everything from a scientific perspective. So if you look at, for example, instantaneous acceleration, which was one of the observables of the program that I belong to, ATIP, the human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences, blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. Comparison, our best technology, the F-16, which is one of this older platform, but one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G-forces before you start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. The vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
So,
all right, so you heard him, right? Damn, these things are crazy, right? But I did a video back in 2019, and it stipulates from World War II how a lot of the Germans came over here on this side of the world, and it was building these anti-gravity spaceships, right? Some of them are called TR-3s. You can look that up. And every administration from Ronald Reagan that started Star Wars and all the way up now with the secret space program, even Trump is even saying that in the video, showing you how these things exist. Now, the thing is, what they do is that they put information out and then they put disinformation out. So it's intelligence and counterintelligence. That's how that whole spectrum works. All right. So don't be deceived by that. So now I'm gonna hit y'all with another video of this Dr. Stephen Greer, and he's gonna elaborate on what that man just said, and he's gonna give you some good tidbits on what's really going down. All right, I'm gonna close out the precept.
Project. I mean, since 92, 93, when I briefed the CIA director in 93, we had a comprehensive assessment of the situation, and that's evolved in 30 years, obviously, because we keep getting more granular detail and specific intelligence. And this is what we've been handing over to the U.S. government since they passed the law a couple years ago, ordering the Director of National Intelligence and the Pentagon to report on this. Now, the problem is the people who were put in charge of that, to be quite blunt, couldn't find their ass in a well-lighted room with both hands. And sorry, it was my old Southern expression, but they absolutely had no idea, about the issue. And you saw last spring, there was a couple of those guys, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick and an ONI guy, they were before Congress, members of Congress who'd looked at our Disclosure Project content prior about the Malmstrom Air Force Base, Minot, North Dakota case, where there was a intercontinental ballistic missiles taken offline. I think it was 18 of them, something like that. And they asked Dr. Kirkpatrick and the other gentleman from Naval Intelligence, and they go, well, we've never heard of that. Well, anyone who would have read the disclosure book that came out in 2001, we have the documents, we have the government official documents, we have the NORAD documents, we have the two witnesses, one who was in NORAD and one who was in the silo, all on the record, right?
Wow.
Firsthand. So now we have 100 of those that we've already brought out. Go to my YouTube channel. You'll see 70 of them up there, or 80. The problem is that when you're first trying to find out about this, the amount of information, like we're sitting on 8, 9, 10 terabytes of data in my archive that we're trying to organize.
I hear that. Now, what I want to interject is let you know that this stuff been coming out since the late 90s. They used to have blogs, right? Which is video blogs before YouTube. And these are things that basically I would watch. So these cats been bringing these things out years ago, but it been a suppression and it been a disinformation like Project Bluebeam and all that nonsense, right? There's no holograms coming. He's going to elaborate further and you're going to see what I'm saying. And I knew about all that stuff back then anyway. I hit you with a quick scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 23. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, right? Neither at any time the counsel of sinners are prudence. So understand that thing, right? As he elaborates further, I'm going to jump in and give y'all some more, all right?
We call it the Disclosure Project Intelligence Archive, a DPIA. And that's what we're putting and organizing and handing off. As soon as we get it to any state and new information, I hand off another hard drive to these top secret guys who are trying to find out. But we need to pick up the pace, obviously, because there's a clock. We'll talk about this. There's a clock now been set on this.
When
That
we'll
clock
get
goes
into all
both
that.
ways.
When you're talking about these disinformation agents, these knocks, I have somebody that comes to mind, and we were talking about him at lunch. Lou Elizondo. Is he one of them?
Oh, of course. I mean,
Now, in case you didn't know, the first clip I showed you where the guy was talking to the senator, that is who the guy is he just mentioned. Now, that's why I played that first, and I'm playing him, and he's going to elaborate further.
you know, as soon as he emerged on the stage, I had a very senior guy at CIA who's worked this issue since 1979 contact me about that problem. But remember, the only way that you can control at this point all this coming out because of what we have and what we're pushing forward through media is to control the narrative, the spin. So the people coming forward who get an all-access pass on to, say, 60 Minutes or something like that, are people cleared by this same illegal, corrupt organization because they'll tell the public, yes, the UAPs are real, but we don't know what they are. Well, this is an absolute lie. We absolutely know what they are. Some of them are ours, man-made, and are confused quite frequently with the others, which are of extraterrestrial origin, or ETVs, extraterrestrial vehicles.
Now, those are the chariots of the Most High. See? Now, this is why I brought this video out, because a lot of the brothers will come out, oh, man, the chariot, bro, and then they get caught up in that madness. That's why I'm bringing this out, brothers. Do not be deceived. Discern. Because not everything up there is what you think it is. And that's why this brother, well, not this brother, but this guy's bringing it out.
And those operatives are taught very well to take an issue, grab it, capture it, and then spin it in the direction that they want. Now, the direction they want is endless ambiguity. Gee, we don't know what they are. We don't know what they are. It's nonsense. We've proven what they are.
God, exactly. Because when you look on the news, right? Oh, it's from China or Russia. Nonsense. They know exactly where that come from.
Well, I have 755 whistleblowers.
You have 755 whistleblowers?
Yeah. I mean, this archive is unbelievable.
You had mentioned that you would want to debate Lou Elizondo.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, see, so there it is. I'm just leave it right there. It's a long clips, 3 hour long video. A lot of good tidbits in there. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything that he says because you got to look at it from both spectrums. That's why I said intelligence, counterintelligence, because he's saying, yeah, those guys are put out there to make a spin. But then who's going to be sitting on information for 20 years and still allowed to speak freely about it? Like, come on now. You know, it's all part of the game, brothers and sisters. It's all part of chess from the chess game. You know what I mean? So let's stick to our records and our scriptures. All right, brothers and sisters. So we're going to start off with Ecclesiasticus chapter 42 and verse 18. He that seeketh out the deep and the heart and considereth their crafty devices. This crafty because it's mind manipulation. And if you control the mind, eventually you're going to control the spirit and control the soul. So what they're doing is having you in a space of disbelief and hope. Oh, that's a chariot. And then you might see something happen on the earth. Not saying that they're planning anything or not, but you might see, like, let's say an exchange in the sky where, you know, things are firing off at each other. Oh, yeah, the Lord's coming. Nah. Revelations 16, 17, Matthew 24, let us know how the Lord's coming. Don't be deceived with crafty devices, right? For the Lord knoweth all that may be known, which he gave to us. That's in the Lord show his secrets to his people, man. Paraphrasing Deuteronomy 29:29, right? And he beholdeth the signs of the world, which is the sun, the moon, everything that's happening is showing us the signs of the world of the end times. Right? So I hope this was a little bit edifying for y'all brothers and sisters. Hope y'all got something out of it. It's a quick tidbit. Just want to put it out there. You know, peace, love, blessing, multiply upon y'all. Don't be bickering back and forth. That's a Greek mindset that we captured while we were in the Greek captivity, and we still have some of that residue now. Just, brothers say something you don't agree. Love you too, brother. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. Understand it's a brotherhood, sisterhood thing. No matter where you are, what part of the world you are, we're all brothers and sisters connected to our one true king that's going to reign over this earth. That's the key to this whole thing right here. All right, with that, love y'all. Again, shalom. If you be the Lord's will, see y'all again. Y'all rock the Shalom.